What's up, fuckers? Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K21. Today, going to be doing the Miami Heat, who are currently very much in need of a rebuild. Currently at 7-12, 13th in the Eastern Conference. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like they're playing that bad. I think the majority of their problems have been with, a lot of guys being out. If you saw the injury list of this team for like the past couple weeks, whatever it's been, it's absolutely ridiculous. Whether it's guys getting injured, which obviously is something that happens a lot when you're playing a professional sport, or just health and safety protocols with all the COVID stuff. So it's absolutely insane. It does kind of, it's like, I think the COVID stuff is going to actually affect a lot of teams, like a lot more than a lot of people realize, at the beginning of this season. I mean, we look at like what the NBA just did for the back nine, or actually it wasn't really even the back nine, it's the final few games of the regular season last year, then the entirety of the playoffs, obviously in a bubble, and that obviously there was not a single positive COVID case. And, when you're in pretty much every single different state with almost every single different team, it kind of gets tough when you do have to travel. So I know the NBA is taking precautions, but it's one of these things that you kind of got to live with in today's world. So today, going to be doing the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, obviously one of the best small forwards in the NBA. I think he's one of the best two-way players in the NBA, in my opinion, as well. So I'm super excited to use him here. In old 2Ks, he used to regress like weirdly fast. I don't know if that's going to happen today. Hopefully not. I'm hoping he puts up great stats and, can be what he was for the Miami Heat last year when he led them to the NBA Finals. Obviously lost to LeBron, but you know what I'm saying. Bam Adebayo, a super bright spot of this team. Absolutely not going anywhere throughout this entire video. Tyler Hero slowly became one of the most overrated players in the NBA last year. I'm sorry, Heat fans. I'm not trying to piss you off, but it happens. Luckily for me, I think 2K likes this guy a lot, so I'm probably going to be using him a decent amount. What we need to address right here is the issue in the backcourt department. There's not a lot of defense at the guard position. There just really isn't. Between Hero, Dragic, who's okay, I guess, and then Duncan Robinson, who probably couldn't even cover me. I'm kidding. Don't lose your mind in the comment section. I got to figure that out. Precious Achiuwa, I don't know why does he play? Can somebody in my comment section, I've asked this so many times, please let me know, does this dude back up Bam at the center spot? Like, he's 6'8". I get we're at a time in the NBA right now where, it's kind of positionless, but I might start him at power forward if I'm being honest, because it's either that or it's like Kelly Olynyk or Myers Leonard. I'm not going to really play Iggy. I honestly might just trade Iggy just because I know he's obviously probably a really good contributor in real life. This isn't real life. I also don't want anybody to ever think this is a realistic rebuild. So, also, I never even mentioned, if you guys are new around here, please make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 30K, and every single sub helps me out. If you guys want to leave some comments, let me know what team you want to see next. And, yeah, if you guys want to leave a like, that helps as well. So, I definitely do have some trades to make with this team. I'm definitely not going to be leaving it exactly like this, for probably ever throughout this entire video. So gonna go ahead and make some moves, and I'll see you guys with the first trade. So something I find a little bit weird, I was gonna change some positions around, because when you change guys' positions around, their overall goes up. Sometimes their trade value goes up. Andre Iguodala's a 74 overall. He's listed as a power forward. When you move him down to small forward, he goes up to a 79. He jumps up 5 overalls. Is there anybody else, if you guys are just absolutely obsessed with 2K and you play this game like 24/7, is there anybody else who goes up higher than 5 overalls at like a position change? I feel like that's a little bit crazy. So we're going to go ahead and now going to probably throw Iggy in a trade. I don't really have any use for him. I need to figure out who my backup center is going to be, because I've decided that Precious Achiuwa is going to be starting for me at the power forward spot. I don't mind him there whatsoever. I think Kendrick Nunn, ultimately, I wasn't going to re-sign him. I'm fine with Robinson starting for year number 1, and then Avery Bradley can be his backup. So I'm comfortable with that. So at this point in time, we are looking, for a backup center. Brook Lopez, obviously a pretty solid option right there. Maybe looking for somebody like Derek Favors. Whiteside, if he wasn't on a 1-year deal, I'd definitely be interested in that. Jakob Poeltl, I just get way too much. So it's either Lopez or it's Favors. I think I'm going to take Derek Favors. We also pick up Royce O'Neal, but Derek Favors, welcome to the team. He's going to be a huge addition to that backup 5 spot. So what I need to do right now, I need to move Achiuwa down to the backup 4, the starting 4 spot. And yes, I am going to start him there. I know I could probably play Favors next to Bam, but I'm just going to decide to go give the young guy some minutes. So I know I said I was also going to be making more trades. Okay, let's just get this straight. I like Goran Dragic a lot. I think in real life he should definitely be the starter on this team. And that's not how it works in 2K. Duncan Robinson, same goes with you. Just how it's going to have to be. So Myers Leonard probably going to play around 10 minutes tonight. Bradley's only going to probably get around 14. Favors 17. I actually don't mind giving 25 here to Dragic. So Bam 36 is fine. Precious Achiuwa like 32. Jimmy 38, honestly. Robinson probably going to play like, that's fine, 33, 33. I guess I'll give a 37th here, and I'll give an 18th to Favors. So, yeah, there are some guys on the bench who just probably weren't going to play. If we're being honest. Kiziak Paul, or whatever the hell his name is. I'm just terrible at names. If this was, old 2K, I would send him to the G League, and he would obviously develop into somebody that probably could play for me. Unfortunately, when you send guys to the G League nowadays, which is a lot more realistic, they don't jump up 5 overalls, which just doesn't happen in real life as well. And Udonis has them. Look at how much they just don't care about Udonis Haslam. This is kind of sad to say. Not only do they not have like one of the nice updated pictures, like it's more zoomed in, like Kiziak Paul is here, they don't even have him in a new jersey. Like they have him back before the NBA had the Nike logo on their jerseys. That's crazy. They're doing this man dirty right here. But obviously he's here from more of a coaching standpoint, but it's not really going to matter for this year. So that is going to be the rotation for year number 1. I guess I can show you. I never really went over it. So obviously a lot of liability in the backcourt defensively. I'm definitely going to address that. These two will not be starting in the backcourt this entire video. Obviously super excited about Jimmy and the Bam Adebayo. Hopefully Achua can just kind of slide in, 20th overall pick. Hoping he's from Memphis. I didn't know that. Doing something good. Dragic's going to have to be, the majority of the scoring off the bench. Leonard, I don't really want to play Leonard or Olynyk. As much as I loved Kelly in Boston, I'm going to give Myers Leonard the nod. So that is it for year number 1. Hopefully this team can be back to where we were, I guess, a year ago. And I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. So good to see this team doing well again. As you can take a look in the top right-hand corner of your screen, second here in the Eastern Conference, 5th overall in the power rankings. I don't mind the power rankings too much. The conference is obviously way more important to me. Giannis Antetokounmpo is your MVP. I'm assuming the Bucks. Actually, no, it could be the Nets were first. I don't really know. It's going to be interesting. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Boucher, Most Improved. And Frank Vogel. I mean, these awards are the same every single time. In year number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks did end up taking that one spot in the Eastern Conference. Wow, Brooklyn was a 6th seed. The Celtics didn't even make the playoffs. What the hell is going on in today's video? All right, we're going to take a look at some player stats right now. Jimmy Butler led us in scoring. Super solid year from our superstar here. 23 points, 7.5 boards, 7 assists. I mean, just really exactly what I'm looking for. Precious Achiuwa, hell of a rookie season. He had to be number 2 in Rookie of the Year. 18 points, almost 9 boards. I mean, this is really solid. Shot 50% from the field. He didn't really shoot threes at all, but I don't really need him to shoot threes. Wow. Wow. Hero with us, pretty solid year for us. Dragic off the bench, Robinson. I'm really impressed with Precious Achiuwa. I really am. I don't really have a reason to, swap him out of that power forward spot if he's going to play that well for me. And then Bam's Bam. I didn't really, go over that one too much, but he's obviously one of the best centers in the league. So, we do have the Atlanta Hawks here in the first round, obviously looking to hopefully beat them. Move on. Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella, the starting 5 there in Atlanta. It's a solid, nice young core. I think we're a little bit better, though. Wow, they take us to 7 games, but we do get it done. Moving on to Toronto here. Lowry, Van Vliet, OG, Siakam, Chris Boucher. Not a bad starting 5. I still think we're a little... I don't know why I speak, because it never seems to come true. Oh, my God. The Wizards are... What? Look, I just got done watching the Wizards game. The Wizards and the Nets play, and, the Nets have the absolute breakdown of the century, but... Seriously? Lakers going to win the finals? That is not unrealistic whatsoever. LeBron James finals MVP. They beat the Raptors in 6 games. Okay. I did not think this team was going to be, a year 1 winner. I'm not going to lie. I definitely did not. We are right now going to head up to league meetings to make sure nothing gets put through that should not be. And no. Change the shot clock to 35 seconds. Why do they want scoring to be so low? I don't get that. We'll show you guys the draft lottery. Obviously, we are not really in it whatsoever. Celtics were actually just 1 spot away from the playoffs, but... Nonetheless, the Detroit Pistons end up with the number 1 overall pick. We now move on to staff signing. Obviously, Eric Spoelstra's not going anywhere. Ryan Johnson, some pretty solid ratings. Caron Butler, is he really an assistant coach for this team in real life? Good for him if he is. I don't want to fire Caron Butler, but I feel like I can't have, my head assistant coach having a D offensive rating. So yeah, I'm just going to let you go. Chris Quinn, probably not. You're fired. Here's the thing. We're the Miami Heat. We're a very big market team. I think we can probably afford this. So I just want to solidify those 2 assistant coaching spots. You never really know when something like this can come back and bite you in the ass if you don't take care of it immediately. So hopefully we get everybody here. Okay, I have to wait on Newman, or just I don't have enough money. Let me just check. I do have enough money. The game just doesn't want to let me sign him. So we're now going to head up to the draft where I believe we should have our first round pick. I can't think of any trades off the top of my head that would mean the Heat don't, and I guess we don't. Am I stupid? Who has the Heat's first round pick? The Brooklyn Nets. What deal was that? I'm trying to think, and I can't think of a trade that would have been from. Unless I'm just missing something really obvious right now, which I don't think I am. So, no first-round pick for us this year. This team's ready to win now. I don't really need to, do that anyways. So, I guess we're going to bring back Scummy Massa, where I just, accept everybody's option and then probably end up trading the majority of them. Duncan Robinson heading into free agency. Hopefully not going to be asking for much money. Kawhi Leonard's here. we're not going to be signing him. So Dragic's definitely going to be getting moved. 35 years old, just really, he's obviously not like going to be like this in real life. I don't think they're going to move Dragic. I think if anything, they're just going to probably let him go. Maybe he'll retire. Maybe he'll go play basketball overseas. He's obviously still very good, but in today's video, we don't really need him. So I think him, Avery Bradley's probably going to be gone. Kiziak Paula very well could be in a trade. He's just honestly never going to play behind Jimmy. Myers Leonard's gone, and then maybe Favors. We will see, though. So I definitely do have a lot of moves to make, and I will see you guys with the first trade. So we were definitely lacking defense in our backcourt right now. I actually tried to trade for Paul George first. It was not going to happen. Just literally way too much value on him. So I think Klay Thompson would be a great pickup on this team. Obviously one of the better defensive guards in this league when healthy. So he'd be a huge addition here. I'm going to see if we can get this to go through. Klay Thompson's not just somebody you snap your fingers and trade for, though, and we really do not have a lot of picks whatsoever. They take like Chris Silva off my hands, and wow, they still don't want to do that. Yeah, you're not getting, you're fucking high if you think you're getting either of those two. Okay, I wouldn't mind maybe trying to go after Simmons. I mean, Hero obviously is an unbelievable three-point shooter. Same with Duncan Robinson. So if Hero wants to slide in, or excuse me, if Hero wants to move to shooting guard, obviously I can move Simmons to the point guard spot, and they don't want to do that. What the hell did it say? What the hell did it just say? Oh, okay, I thought it said something else. I'm going to try to make this go through. Ben Simmons only has 3.5 stars. That's kind of crazy to me. You can also have Kiziak Paula, and then I'll give you a first-round pick. I mean, again, I don't have a lot. Wow, that was simple enough. Ben Simmons, welcome to the Miami Heat. Going to be our new starting point guard. I'm going to slide Hero up to the shooting guard spot where he's going to start. So, Ben Simmons, Tyler Hero, that is officially our new backcourt. Simmons obviously helps out defensively a ton. Jimmy's here, Chua's here, and Bam's here. So, Myers Leonard, Royce O'Neal, I'm going to try to get a couple picks for them because I do not have a lot of picks right now. So I'm probably going to get a first for both those guys. I'm going to work on Duncan Robinson in free agency. Then we'll address the rest of the team. So I was just going to go ahead and trade Myers Leonard for a first round pick. But the Cleveland Cavaliers offered me Davis Bertans, and he's definitely going to be a great addition off this bench for us. So welcome to the team. Welcome to Miami. We're now heading into free agency right now. As I mentioned, obviously, look, oh my God, we don't have bird rights on Duncan Robinson. Son of a bitch. Is he restricted, though? He is restricted. I guess we just literally just don't have bird rights on him, though. So, what I'm going to make sure I don't do is renounce the rights on him right now, and then when he gets an offer, obviously at that point in time, the game should hopefully still let me match it. You would hope. So, let me see what we need right now. Simmons is going to get a backup. Obviously, Robinson will be backing up Hero, so that will be fine. And then I'm actually fine. I'm comfortable with letting Chris Silva rock, you know, at the backup center spot. It's probably only going to be playing 10 minutes a night. It's really not that big of a deal. I think Bam can kind of handle it by himself for the most part. So, I do need to figure out the backup point guard spot right now, and that's really all we do have to do. Patty Mills, 33 years old. Might just be a little old, but he's also the highest overall here. I just don't know how high or how hard he's going to regress. I could get Satoransky, but I do get him a decent. Actually, let me bring in Chris Dunn. You know, Robinson and Hero obviously aren't big defensive guys, and, you know, bring in another really solid defensive piece in Chris Dunn. Obviously, I know Simmons and him are going to be, you know, sharing minutes at the point guard spot with the Simmons playing the majority of them. But, you know, Dunn can get in a rotation with either Hero or, you know, Robinson. That definitely could help us at one point in time. So, he's going to be picked up. That is going to be our eighth guy, and then once Robinson hopefully just either accepts his qualifying offer or I match a deal, that'll be all set. So I'll see you guys in the rotation at the start of year number 2. So we're here at the start of year number 2 right now, and I'm actually super excited about the way this rotation is looking right now. Ben Simmons, Tyler Hero. I'm hoping this backcourt can somehow work out. I think it should. Obviously, in 2K is going to work. I'm talking more about real life. I think this actually could kind of work. Low key. I don't know. I could see a couple problems with it, but I think for the most part, it probably would. You guys want to let me know in your comments or in the comment section down below if you think this backcourt will work right now. Obviously, with this surrounding cast, I think it would, but, you know, with pretty much any surrounding cast, it's obviously going to differ, but, yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Jimmy Butler still at that 3 spot, obviously not going where isn't a contract year. Most likely will decline that player option. I will obviously be re-signing him via free agency if it does come to that. Precious Achua had an unbelievable rookie year 4 starting at that power forward spot. I'm super pumped to see what he can do in his sophomore season. Bam Adebayo, obviously not going anywhere. Duncan Robinson ended up signing a contract with somebody. It was only a 1-year, almost $9 million deal, and I matched it, so I don't know if we're going to have his bird rights this free agency. That's obviously something we're going to have to address at that point in time. But as of now, he's going to be our 6-man key contributor off the bench for us. Davis Bertans, who we obviously picked up in a trade with Cleveland, I believe. He ended up there somehow. Huge piece of this bench as well. Chris Dunn, who we signed in free agency. And then Chris Silva getting 10 minutes a night. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm very excited to see what this team can do. We're looking to, you know, hopefully win a championship. Bring one back to Miami ever since LeBron left. So let's see what we can do. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So we quickly wrap up year number 2 right here, and we are first in the Eastern Conference, number 1 in the power rankings as well. Super pumped about this team. I think we definitely have a very good shot taking home the finals trophy this year. Luka Doncic is your MVP, triple-double on the year for him. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year, is in Indiana. Jared Allen, 6-man. I'm sure they have a shit show, log jam at the center spot because I highly doubt they traded Drummond, which they should have. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. LaMelo Ball, Most Improved. Wow, hell of a sophomore year for him. Eric Spoelstra, Coach of the Year. We go 63-19. So, obviously, as I mentioned, the first seed here in the Eastern Conference. At the deadline, I did try to sign a contract extension with Jimmy Butler. He said he wanted to test free agency, so that is obviously tough. We're going to head into some player stats right now. Bam did lead us in scoring. Wow. Achua really has taken over that power forward spot. He really, I mean, he's a monster. 20-9. I mean, Jimmy didn't really need to do as much as he did last year. He's developing really nicely at that 4 spot right there. Tyler Hero was super solid. Ben Simmons, I mean, I think Ben Simmons just came in and was a perfect fit on this team. Davis Bertans, Duncan Robinson, Chris Silva, Chris Dunn off the bench. Rebounds per game, it went to Bam Adebayo, and assist was Ben Simmons. So, we do have Atlanta in the first round. I believe we did end up beating them last year. Wait, did we beat them last year? Who did we lose to after that? Did we lose to Toronto after that? I'm pretty sure we did. Trae Young, Buddy Hield, Deion. Why does Buddy Hield always end up in Atlanta? It always happens. I don't know why. Like, there's a lot, like, it's Buddy Hield always goes to Atlanta. DeAndre Jordan always makes his way to Milwaukee, which makes no sense. There's a couple others that I just can't think of off the top of my head, but I don't know why that happens. I mean, it's a lethal shooting backcourt, but I don't know about defensively. We're now taking on Toronto, who did end up beating us in the, I believe, semifinals last year, so the same round. Kyle Lowry, Van Vliet, OG Anunoby, Siakam, and Mitchell Robinson's a new addition there for them, so I guess they moved on from Chris Boucher. We sweep them this year. Now we got Chicago here in the East Finals. Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Pat Williams, Larry Markin, and Wendell Carter Jr. Pretty nice young squad right there, but I think we probably are going to get the best of them. We do end up beating them in 5. We got a rematch of the real NBA Finals from 2 years ago, us and the Lakers. Pat Beverly made his way over to L.A. Well, he was an L.A. genius. He made his way over to the Lakers. Just switched locker rooms at the Staples Centers, I guess. So Beverly, KCP, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Montrezl Harrell, his old teammate, Taylor Horton Tucker, who's super good. This team scares me, I'm not going to lie. But we sweep them somehow. Ben Simmons wins Finals MVP for us. 17 points, 9.5 boards, 9 assists, 3 steals a game, 1.5 blocks. Yeah, I'm really happy we picked him up. Okay, so I was a little nervous about the Lakers. I definitely did not think we were going to sweep them. I knew it was possible we could have beat them, but you never know. Automatic points will now be granted on... That's the 23 teams thought that was a good idea. Stupidest thing I've ever heard. Modify the goaltending rule such that... This, I actually don't mind this one so much. I'm still going to reject it, though. Damn, that was a stupid rule. So we're in the draft lottery right now. We do not have any picks. That kind of makes sense. I mean, we just won the finals, and I didn't really trade for anything that valuable. So Orlando ends up with the number 1 overall pick. We're just going to go ahead and, sign Owen Masters. I don't think we had him before. So welcome to Miami. You're going to be our new assistant GM. We are now going to head up to the NBA draft, see what we got in the pick department. I don't know if we have our first-round pick. We actually have 18. I made him. Who did I trade? I think it was from... It was either Myers Leonard or somebody else. Whatever, because I traded 2 guys last offseason, then I just didn't put it in the video. But, yeah, we're not going to use this pick right now. Seth Curry. I think I'm going to, trade the... It's actually a pretty solid trade, because I think I'm actually going to pick him up as an insurance policy in case the game doesn't let me re-sign Duncan Robinson. Seth Curry could be a pretty solid bench piece for us, that shooting guard spot. So Jimmy does decline. He's going to enter free agency. Hero and Achua are both going to come back on steals of contracts. Robinson's going to get another qualifying offer, so I guess we really didn't even have to worry about Seth Curry, so I'll probably just move him for a pick. Chris Silva, thank you for your service here. Glad I got you a ring, but I'm going to look to him, improve that backup center spot. So we are now into free agency. It's a pretty crucial free agency for him. Jimmy Butler does have 4 offers. None of them look like real offers. Like, why does that, why is that even a thing? Like, it's just so weird. We're going to be giving Jimmy Butler a lot of money. I don't want to piss him off. It's the final year of the rebuild anyway. Chris Silva actually has an offer? Oh, it's the qualifying offer. Wait. Shouldn't that only be 1? I don't know. And I do want to bring back Duncan Robinson. We finally do have bird rights on him. So those are going to be our pickups. Jimmy and Duncan obviously coming back. Chris Silva is going to, hopefully find a home somewhere else. And we got the 2 big pickups back. Duncan Robinson's actually going to give him his qualifying offer. So that's fine by me. So at this point in time, I'm very comfortable letting Chris Dunn run the backup point guard spot. Defensively, he's, kind of exactly what we need with with Robinson and Hero in a backcourt. So I think Seth Curry's honestly going to go ahead and get me a new backup center, and it sucks, but that is going to be the only thing we're really changing right now about this team. You guys know me. I do like to change things up a lot, but we don't have a ton of picks, and there's really not much I can do. Wow, Matisse. Love Matisse. DeAndre Jordan, just 34 years old. I think Daniel Gafford, who I do actually get a decent amount. I'd maybe like to get somebody a little bit, Manuel Quickly, who looks like one of the steals of the draft so far for the New York Knicks. Frank Kaminsky, just no. Jakob Poeltl. I actually get Poeltl a little more than I do get Zubac. So I'll take Zubac. We also pick up Terrence Mann. I don't really need Terrence Mann. I'm just going to let him find a new home off, some other team. So I'm going to trade him for a pick probably. And we only actually have 2 offers, so I guess he's just chilling. that is it for now. I'll see you guys the rotation at the start of the third and final year. So year number 3 here, we are at the start of the third and final season, fresh off a championship. The starting five is going to remain exactly the same. Ben Simmons, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Precious Achiuwa, Bam Adebayo. Super impressed with Achiuwa so far. I mean, look at his stats. They are unbelievable. Unbelievable for a rookie, especially in a team that's like, it's not a bad team. Like, it's not like he walked in and it was the #1 overall pick and like it was expected to just score a lot. Like, this was on a championship team that he put up this in his second year. So, super impressed with him at that power forward spot. Might actually have to look to get him a little more often in these videos. Duncan Robinson remains as our 6th man here. Ivica Zubac is our new backup center. Hopefully just going to be, relieving a little bit of that pressure off Bam at times. Davis Bertans and then Chris Dunn. Super pumped to see what this team can do. We're looking to go back-to-back. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 3. Year number 3 comes to a close. We are once again first in the Eastern Conference, first in the power ranking department. Super excited about these playoffs. Memphis zone, Ja Morant is your MVP, 31 points. Oh, my God. I thought my face came for a second. I looked at it kind of weird. 2.5 rebounds, 12.5 assists. Very well deserved. Victor is your Rookie of the Year. Malcolm Brogdon, 6th man in Indiana. I believe he's backing up Cade Cunningham. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Defensive Player of the Year. Cade Cunningham does win Most Improved. And Eric Spoelstra, 65 and 17 on the year for us. I believe that's a 2-game improvement from last year. Very excited about this team right now. Player stats on the year. Jimmy Butler led us in scoring. Precious Achiuwa, again, just balling out for us. Bam Adebayo, Ben Simmons, Tyler Hero. I mean, I could not be more happy with this team. Really, honestly couldn't. So, we do have Indiana here in the first round. Cade Cunningham, Karis LeVert, TJ Warren, Sabonis, and Miles Turner. I don't really know how that's an 8 seed. But they are. We do end up beating them in 5, though. We now move on to Milwaukee. Drew Holiday, DiVincenzo, Middleton, Giannis, and DeAndre. Yep, there it is. DeAndre Jordan just makes his way to Milwaukee. I don't know how it happens, but it happens literally every single video. Us in Cleveland here in the East Finals. Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Chet Holmgren they picked up. Andre Drummond, Jared Allen, Kevin Love. Like, it's actually a really solid bench. Might be a nice thing to, maybe let Kevin Love leave, but I don't know. We're now moving on to the NBA Final where we have to face MVP Ja Morant and the rest of the Grizzlies. It's going to be him, DeAnthony Melton, Dylan Brooks. Marvin Bagley's a new addition there. Same with Wendell Carter Jr. Wow, good job. What the fuck? Mitchell Robinson? Okay, here we go with the big man off the bench. I don't know why. That's like an auto-generated thing. Like, that, when the CPU has to rebuild teams, they just love big men coming off the bench. We do end up sweeping them, though. Nonetheless, Ben Simmons goes on to win his 2nd Finals MVP of this video. And we officially get this done. Miami, it's unfortunate you guys are struggling in real life right now. Obviously, a lot of that has to do with, COVID protocols and injuries, but we don't have to deal with that today in this rebuild. So, as always, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like down below. That'd be absolutely awesome. I actually go back to school now in less than a week. I go back on Saturday. So, what my plan is as of now, which hopefully this can happen, because I actually do have a week of virtual classes starting this week. It actually starts today. You're going to see this. I'm recording this the night before. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I have a week of virtual classes, and then I go back in person for an entire semester. So I don't really know how that works, but blame my school. But nonetheless, my plan is to get a video out every single day, and then what I'm probably going to do is schedule maybe 3 in advance. So you guys will probably get a video Saturday, Sunday, Monday that are all, or like next week, that are all just in advance, because it does take me a while to adjust to school, right off the rip, getting right back into it. It's definitely going to be tough for me to get a video up every day. So I want to keep this streak going as long as possible, but if I do miss a day, towards the end of the weekend, that is kind of the reason why. Along with that, there's no possible way I can just continue the everyday upload streak when I do go back to school. So I'll talk about that a little bit more when we do get closer. So I do appreciate you guys giving me a ton of support. But I can't do it every day. I really do have to, focus on my studies. That is why I'm there. So, as of now, that does do it for me, though. We still have a whole nother week of, basically a video every single day. So I'm super pumped about that one. If you guys want to see me do your favorite team, make sure to leave it down below in the comments section. And as always, if you guys are new around here, please make sure to subscribe. We also are getting a new microphone tomorrow, so the shitty audio quality will be gone. Very happy about that. Hopefully you guys can let me know how it sounds in the comments section. Tomorrow's video. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.